Hey guys, hello. So I have been slacking, and I kept saying that I'm gonna make a video, and I never even ordered the camera yet. I actually own a camera, but I left it at home because I thought I would need it, and now it's kind of backfiring on me because I have to spend another like $300 to buy a camera. But here I am, and that's how dedicated I am to get you guys a video. You should be excited and happy as I am right now. I'm not really that happy, but I'm in a good mood, I guess you could say. So my name is Tatiana. If you don't know already, I go by Tati. In France, I prefer people just call me Tatiana. It just sounds prettier when they say it here. And I'm 25 years old. I'm currently living in France. Originally, I'm from Chicago, Illinois, in the United States. And wow, it's a cat sitting on this. You just see so much random shit. Okay, so I'm gonna get into the first question. The first big question that I tend to get a lot is basically, what are you doing in France? How was the transition to get to France? And the answer to that is that I am just teaching English. I'm not doing anything crazy, nothing spectacular. I feel like my lips are mad dry. I'm not doing anything too spectacular. I'm just teaching English in France. I feel like it's a popular thing for young people to do, especially if like they finish school and then they just have like this gap year where they're just like, okay, I need to figure out what I want to do, so I'm just gonna go out the country, teach a language or whatever the heck they want to do. And that's what I decided to do. I wasn't happy at my job. I worked at Enterprise, and that job did not make me happy. It didn't bring me any happiness. I was at my wit's end, and I'm very glad that this opportunity was bestowed in front of me. How it was put in, I mean, it was put in front of me a couple of times, and I was just like, nah, I'm not gonna do that. No, I'm not gonna do that. I want to find something in my field, which French is in my field, but y'all don't think I'm crazy because it's really this cat that's just like hopping over this gate. It's always chilling over here. Field, because I studied French and I studied communication, so it's like the perfect 2-in-1. But I was looking more for something where I guess I would be staying in the States working. But this was put in front of me by teachers. They were telling me I should do it if you really want to immerse yourself, if you really want to learn the culture, if you really want to learn the language, be more fluent. It's your best bet for you. How was the transition for living in one familiar place to an unfamiliar place? So I wouldn't say that France is very much unfamiliar because I've been here a couple times before, but there are differences that I am aware of. What am I trying to say? It's hard. It's definitely hard, the transition, because the first month I was like, okay, because you're still fresh and you're still learning stuff and you're walking around and you're like, wow, I made it here, I'm here. And then like a month, 2 months in, 3 months in, it started hitting you because you on Snapchat and you on Facebook and you're on Instagram and you watching all your friends do all this shit without you, and you're just like, dang, they forgetting about me. Tomorrow is Thanksgiving, and I'm gonna be alone. I'm gonna be alone. I'm taking my hair down because it's time, but I'm gonna be at home on YouTube watching videos, taking my hair down, probably watching y'all eat and sit with your family, and I'm not gonna be there, and it just sucks, and it just makes you homesick. I did cook. I made a Thanksgiving dinner for some of my French friends, but it's like, it's not the same as like actually being home with your family for the holidays. Not easy. Transition's not easy. You just kind of live day by day, and you appreciate the time that you're here in a different country. Be grateful for what you have, and that's really it. The transition, I guess, life-wise is cool, but like mentally sometimes it can be bearing. So it's been okay. I've been pretty good so far. Tomorrow, I'll be fine tomorrow. I feel like I got most of my crying out. And if I need to cry, I can always call a couple of my friends up and just be like, hey, help me out. So, what is your favorite dish and where does it originate? Where does it originate from? I don't know the origins of these dishes, but My first favorite is Ratatouille. That stuff is so good. I first had it when I went to Aix-en-Provence for study abroad 2 years ago, and my host mom had made some dinner and she made that, and I was in love. And then recently, one of my colleagues made some, and I was like, "Is this Ratatouille?" And I got so excited. I was banging that stuff away. That stuff is good. I love Ratatouille. That stuff is bomb. Like, if y'all ever come here, ask for that. That's literally the best. It's not just a movie either. I'll be like, y'all talking about the movie with the rat? No, it's an actual dish. Get some culture. No, I'm just kidding. One is ravioli, which is ravioli, but instead there's no meat in it. There's no meat in it. It's just cheese and pasta, but it's bomb. My colleague again cooked. She always be calling me over to eat. Bomb, bomb. I love that stuff. It was so good. So those are my two favorite. I just don't know the origins, but I will look it up and I will get back to you on that. Okay, and then what is the biggest difference? There's a lot of differences here in France compared to the States. Les bisous, that's a big one. The food, obviously. Smiling. Did you have a boyfriend before France? If yes, did you ask him to come along? Did he come along? If no, how's long distance? So I kinda had a boyfriend. Before we broke up, I talked to him about it because I was thinking about it then. I was like, hey, if I get accepted into one of these programs, are we gonna stay together? He basically said no. And then we ended up just breaking up anyway, so it worked out for me for the best. And yeah, so I guess that answers that question. And then how are the people, aka men, here? This is from my good friend Mola asking me this. The men are men. I feel like men are men everywhere, because they actually wine and dine you and they don't want to just chill at the crib. Not all, some, because there's that just, you know, want to do it and be done. But for some of the guys that I've met, they usually take me out, feed me, get drinks, pay for everything, hold the door, like walk on the side of the street. Like, it's just normal behavior, because I've talked to a couple of guys and it's always the same. Like, I don't have to ask to pay for anything. It's just known that they're gonna pay for it since they asked me out. So that's refreshing. But men are men. Although I'll be here until May. I got here September like 16th or 17th, somewhere in between there. And I'm trying to think if I want to stay here for my birthday or not. My birthday is May 11th and my visa ends on like the 15th of May, so I have a couple days in between if I decide I want to stay or not. I don't know what I want to do just yet, but I will figure it out very, very soon. And yeah, so that's that. Okay, so it got dark out, so I decided to just come by this light and record a little bit. So the next, any ideas about things to do, things to talk about, I have a couple ideas that I kind of want to do, especially like with expressions. I feel like I've picked up a lot of stuff from French people and things that they do, especially when I'm actually speaking the language, or if I'm like in the vicinity of French people. I just feel like I do things that they do a lot. But yeah, that's really it. I appreciate y'all watching. I hope I answered all of you guys' questions. If not, I can make another video. I'm going to go edit this bad boy for y'all, and yeah, that is it. Peace out.